If you're a 99 to 07 Chevy truck enthusiast, you've probably seen the Escalade Platinum dash vents, and you've probably wanted a set for yourself. These dash vents are extremely hard to find, and when you do, they're easily $200 to $300 for a set of them. But I'm not one to gatekeep anything, so today I'm going to show you how to make your own that are an almost exact copy of the original vents. So for about $10 and an hour of work, you can have your own platinum vents and save you hundreds of dollars from paying someone off eBay. And if you stick around till the end of the video, I do have something special to show you at the end. It's another style of vent that I made that also looks really cool. It's not exact the same, but it's a neat looking one. You might want to try it too. But let's get right into it. So first thing I had to do, I went to the junkyard and I was trying to find some GMT800 Tahoes or trucks. One of the higher trim levels is kind of what you're looking for, and you need the dash vent clips out of them. They're super easy to take off. You just literally pop them off and they really don't cost you next to nothing depending on where you go. So now that we got all of our clips and stuff that we need, now it's time to go over the tools. Your first thing is going to be you need like a 2-part epoxy. And then you want some type of rubbing alcohol to clean everything. I'll be using my Milwaukee 1/4-inch die grinder with a deburring bit on it. And then I have a cutoff wheel attachment to put on also. Another thing that really helps is a clip tool and a file. You obviously don't have to have these specific tools, but it definitely does make it a whole lot easier. Now I'm not going to show you how to take the dash vents out of your truck because I would hope if you're doing this, you can figure that out. But we got everything, let's go. So as you look at the back of the GMT800 clip, right here you can see in the beginning I'm going to show you exactly what little corners you need to cut off so that we can actually get the clip off of the rest of it. This is one of those things, just take your time. You don't have to get any big hurry because you don't want to mess anything up or cut too much. Once we got the back of our clip free, it just pops right off. It's super simple, and now we're ready to cut the ears off the back. After everything on the back is good and cut off, I like to take the file and just kind of sand it all down, get it nice and flush and smooth. It'd be better to take off a little less than you need to than cut too much. So taking the file and just cleaning it up afterwards just really makes it look a whole lot better, and you don't have to worry about damaging anything. I did forget to mention right here, you can see the little tabs on the inside. Take a razor blade and just cut those off. It lets it sit down a lot tighter to your final product. If you've enjoyed the video so far, drop a like, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I would really appreciate it. But anyways, we'll get back to it. Now that we got our GMT800 dash clips ready, we can start on the GMT800 vents and get them ready to go. Popping out the vents is really simple. All you gotta do is take your clip tool and just put it down in there and just apply some pressure, and that way it will release the tab and you can literally just pull the clips right out. Now it's time to get the cutoff wheel switched over, and we're gonna go and put on the deburring tool. That way we can start getting our center vent pieces grinded down, get the little nubs all smoothed out so they're ready to accept the GMT800 clips. Most important thing here is you're doing this, just take it slow. You can easily get something caught and it will shoot it off, and you can end up putting big marks in your vents, and you don't want that to happen. So just take it easy. You could maybe even put some tape just in case something was to happen on the sides. But if you take it easy, you should be okay. And whatever you do, just test fit. You know, it's not gonna hurt to take a second and just make sure everything's fitting good. What we're shooting for here is to get the nub completely grinded down where you don't see any of the ridges anymore, the old vent centers. And what we want to do is on the top of each one, you want to put just a little dip in them. I'll show you here in a second why. Because on the inside of each of the GMT800 dash clips, it has a little hump in it. And if you don't get a little valley cut into your center vents, then it's going to want to rock back and forth and it won't sit down as flush as you would want it to on your old centers. Here's where I'm cutting out that groove so you can see here in just a second what we're going for, but just kind of dig down a little bit in there and that's all you really need to do. You can see right there on the vent clips laying there, the little groove that I've cut out. But now we got that done, we'll take our alcohol, we'll put it on paper towel, just kind of wipe everything down. That way we could get rid of any possible contaminants that might be on the pieces that would stop our epoxy from letting it properly adhere to our parts. Now it's time for the fun to begin. Let's get our epoxy all mixed up. That way we can get our centers attached and be permanently bonded and then ready to assemble. The most important thing about mixing up this epoxy, and this one is from Harbor Freight. It's just like $3, I think. It wasn't much, but it's a 1-to-1 mix ratio. So you want 1 part epoxy to 1 part hardener. And then I like to use just a cotton swab, just mix it up. So now we can start applying our glue. So first thing you want to do is, I'm going to say, put a fair amount of glue on each side and on the front. You don't have to do a ton. The clips fit pretty snug, so you don't really need the glue for much more than to just keep them from falling back off. So as you go to slide your clip on, there's really no perfect way to align it, but just use your best judgment. It's pretty simple to eyeball it and they line up pretty easy. So there's not much to it, just eyeball it, put it on there. And if you want to, you can take a piece of tape and just tape it over so it won't move when you set it down to do the rest of them. This epoxy doesn't have a super long work time. You maybe have at most 3 to 5 minutes before it wants to start hardening up. So what I would say, especially if this is your first time doing it, maybe just plan on doing 2 at a time. That way you have enough time to be able to get 2 of them put on, get them lined up so you're happy with them and you're not in a rush. Because even when I was doing this, this was like the 3rd or 4th set I've done. By the time I got to the last ones, I was really pushing it with how much time I had left. After giving it about, I'm gonna say 10 to 15 minutes to make sure it's all nice and cured, you're ready to take and pop them back in. It's super simple. What I like to do is take the side that has the 2 tabs on it for your adjustment side and align that side first, and then you can take your side that just has the 1 tab and just pop it in. Just make sure everything lines up nice, give it a good little wiggle back and forth, make sure everything's adjusting how it should, and then if everything works just like that, you have now made your own Platinum ESV vents. So it is like currently 2 o'clock in the morning right now, and I'm trying to work on getting this video finished up. And I know in the beginning I had said that I had made another set of vents that I would show you at the end. Well, I made the vents and I made some video of them, and you really couldn't tell much of a difference when I was just showing the vents. So I didn't want to use that because then it seemed kind of pointless and redundant. So I did take some pictures, and obviously it's not a video, but the pictures kind of show better exactly what these vents are. So I had found when I was at the junkyard getting these AC vents out of the GMT800 trucks, I had noticed that some of like the, I'm going to call them like 2010 model Equinoxes and Buicks and stuff like that, they had a dash vent also. And as you can see, it's a little bit narrower of a vent. It is smaller than the Platinum vents, but it's, I guess I'm gonna call it cute. They look cute, and I did like them, and I thought they would be worth trying, so I got quite a bit of them, and I made a set. I really do like them, but the one thing I did notice is they are a very dark black, kind of like that GMT900 interior black is. So compared to next to what we would consider black on a GMT800, they look very different, and I don't know how great the pictures will show that, but that's my only complaint with them. I do really like the look, but if you're gonna like be dyeing your interior or something, I think they would be awesome. But I don't know, that's kind of up to your judgment, but I do think they look cool, and I think I'm going to put these ones in my Tahoe because I do like them. Well, I guess that's going to do it then. If you liked the video, drop a like. If you didn't, then don't like it. But I appreciate everyone that watches. I appreciate everyone that's subscribed. It does mean a lot to me, and I'm just trying to make some cool videos of some GMT800 trucks and just build stuff without spending a ton of money. So if you like that kind of stuff, subscribe, watch more stuff, because I love doing this. So I appreciate it, and we'll see you in another video.